conversation of why black women so big or why they so undisciplined or why they out of hand has just been all on my For You page. And the conversation has evolved to the point of like extreme accountability. Like there are women getting on this app saying like, yo, I'm big because of XYZ. It's not an excuse. Other women in the comments are saying, yeah, you're right, girl. I'm right there with you. I need to do better, XYZ. For one, I want to say that Kevin Samuels would be so proud of this moment because this is literally his biggest message. And number two, it really shines light on the fact that accountability is always better when it comes from inside the house. Nothing is more effective than calling your own people out. Like the accountability amongst one's own group hits the hardest. So when like they say, men, you gotta hold your friends accountable. I understand it. Men gotta start checking men. Black women, like you know you're getting big, you know your friends are getting big. You have to be the first one to call them big and say like there's no real reason for you to be this big. Like when people hold their own groups accountable, the world is a better place. And I think the accountability you're seeing is like widespread what it looks like when you hold your own group accountable. So regardless of whether you belong to the demographic of black women or black men or whatever demographic, hold your own accountable and we will see way more group accountability on average than if, you know, we have to hold each other accountable and point out the problems or the struggles or the improvements, the much needed improvements that another demographic has to make. That's it.
D'Angelo here to help the women out, but I'm gonna help the men out because I know a lot of fat ass black men. I know a lot of y'all. Take y'all ass to the gym and push back the fucking McDonald's and Chick-fil-A, fat boy.
Shut y'all asses up for real, man. Like, shut y'all bitch asses up. Like, this shit is so annoying. So, black men are constantly focused on the weight of the black woman, right? Let me put this into frame for y'all. Black women are getting online and telling black men, we need you to show up. We need you to show up for your children. We need you to show up for us. We need you to stop harming us. We need you to stop killing us. We need you to stop beating us. We need you to stop cheating on us. We need you to stop spreading infectious diseases. We need you to go check on your mental health. We need you to go check on your kids. We need you to get better jobs, get educated, stop being hyper violent, stop touching on them little girls, touching on them little boys. We need y'all to be open. We need y'all to stop abusing men or people that belong to the LGBTQIA community. We need your support, right? That's what black women essentially are telling black men. Black men are getting online, conversely, and saying, but y'all backs is big. Are you guys not understanding how one problem, right, is not the same as the other problem? One problem is, if it's a problem, one problem is self-contained, like meaning for the most part, the only person who is harmed by that woman being overweight is the woman. Harmed. The only person that is harmed by the woman being overweight is the woman, right? Okay. But when you look at the things that black men are doing to the community, it's not just harmful to the black man, it is harmful to the whole entire community. And I'm just so sick of how many hours of content men can make talking about black women's bodies and how little content they can make talking about how men destroy those bodies. That's the thing that gets under my skin more than anything at this point. I don't give a fuck about how much black women weigh. Couldn't care less. I don't care if she's in shape, out of shape. Don't fucking matter, right? What I care about, though, is that black women are protected, that black children are protected, and that everybody in the community is healthy, happy, and productive human beings. That's what I want for all of us. We are never going to get there as long as black men keep focusing on the wrong things. Now, the reason why black men can be focused on the weight of black women should really tell you everything you need to know about the about how Black women are not a problem whatsoever. Listen to what I'm saying closely right now. If Black women are so problematic, then wouldn't you have a litany of other things that you would want to address that are actually harmful to Black men before we got to the weight of the Black woman? Again, because like that young lady just said earlier, she said in a funny way, but she was saying like Black men are fat too, Black men are overweight too, and we are. Tons of us are not. When I say we collective, obviously I ain't overweight. You know what I'm saying? I'm 6 foot, 185 fucking pounds. Okay, I'm not overweight, but Black men are overweight as a collective. Yes, Black men die from heart disease more than any other demographic of men. Hypertension, high blood pressure, more than any other demographic of men. Right? So who the fuck are we to be talking about Black women's bodies and their health when we are the unhealthiest group of men in America? See what I'm saying? Again, Black men focusing on comparing themselves to Black women as opposed to comparing themselves to other men. Compare yourself to other groups of men, and Black men are on the bottom once again. Once again, I don't compare myself to a Black woman, right? Because they're women, and I know that system is set up in such a way that men and women we belong to different classes. So it would be odd of me to compare myself to Black women. I don't understand that. It doesn't mean that I don't aspire to be more like Black women, because I do. I do think Black women are very inspirational. I think most women are inspirational in their interpersonal lives. I love how women are nurturing and take care of everybody, and how they are very like consistent. And I love their creativity and all these things that I appreciate about women. Like women are very, very awesome human beings in my book. But I'm not in competition with them. It's not a competition. None whatsoever. And Black women specifically are not my competition. I would be more in competition with white women, right, as a minority, than I would be with Black women, who are like a quadruple minority. You know what I'm saying? Like me as a minority because I'm Black, and then a white woman maybe because she's a woman, we're a minority, right? Black women are all the intersections damn near hit them, right? Don't let them be queer. Everything is hitting them. See? So I don't compare myself to that group of people, because I know that that is an unfair comparison. And even though Black women are doing as a group better than Black men, the trajectory is pointing up, Black men's trajectory is pointing down, all these things. I still know that I belong to a class of people that have an inherent advantage. So again, I think that it's disrespectful. I think it's disingenuous, and I think that it's dumb to compare myself to Black women. I think it's unfair, to say the least. Whether I'm winning or losing personally, it doesn't matter, right? So Black men need to get out of doing that. Stop talking about the weight of Black women and how Black women look, and start talking about how can Black men be better and show up. Because I'm gonna tell you something about the way that people look. The way that people look is directly connected to the way that they are taken care of and the way that they are treated. So there's a reason why wealthy men oftentimes have very attractive wives, let's say, just for an example, right? Generally speaking, there's a reason why, right? And we've all heard the saying, like, you ain't ugly, you just broke. There's a reason why. The reason why is because he affords that woman a lifestyle that allows her to take care of herself. She has time to go to the gym. She has access to proper foods. She has access to proper nutrition. She has access to educational tools. She has little to no stress, which is a killer when it comes to looks. And it is a killer when it comes to weight gain, because stress is directly connected to gaining weight. And men don't know that, because men don't care to know that. Black men, you guys are operating on gym bro knowledge of the way bodies function. You guys think calories in, calories out. It's not how it works. That's not how it works. Stress causes weight gain. That is a known thing by this point. And if black women are constantly in fight or flight mode because of the things that not only this white supremacist capitalistic patriarchal system is doing to them, but the things that black men are doing to them, then why are you not trying to lessen that burden and make sure that they can actually, have the time to take care of themselves as a group or individually? It doesn't matter. So if you want a black woman to do, to flourish, why don't you go talk to other black men and say, hey, leave the black women alone and let them do what they need to do. Hey, black men, show up for your kids, because them babies are stressing them women out. You want the black women to look better? Pick up your children, give them money so that the women can afford nutrition, proper nutrition. Give them enough money so they can move out of that fucked up neighborhood they're in that is a food desert, and they only have access to eating fucking Popeye's chicken and Tam's burger every damn day. Right? Talk about that. That shit is environmental racism. Black people are put in these shitty neighborhoods, lack of education, lack of resources, and then black men are getting online acting just like white men, talking about, I just don't get it. Y'all just fat. You just got to figure out how to be skinny and how to work out. Bitch, shut up. How about that? How about our neighborhoods are run down and we don't have no fucking grocery stores that sell fresh vegetables? We got liquor stores and we got churches, but we don't got no grocery stores. How about them apples? How about teaching us about proper nutrition? I ain't talking about that Dr. Sebi shit either. I'm talking about teaching us about real nutrition. How to eat to live and not live to eat. How about that? How about allowing us to go to the doctor, making sure we all got health insurance so we have access to a doctor, so that if we need to go get on a fucking GOP blocker or whatever, we can go do that. So we can get on the Ozempic if we need to, right? Like, how about that? Like y'all don't never talk about solutions. You only blame, point, chastise. You don't have any solutions. And that's why I just want black men to shut the fuck up, honestly, like at this point. If y'all don't have nothing positive to say, don't say nothing at all. You don't have nothing to add to the conversation, man. Y'all just be up here yapping and talking, like just saying stupid ass shit, trying to get a rise out of black women. Like you're not useful to the community at this point as a whole. You're not saying anything useful to anybody. This fool talking about Kevin Samuels will be proud. Nigga, please. Kevin Samuels will be proud. An extreme form of accountability. No, I don't know about those women. I don't know why they would get online and do that shit. I don't even blame them. Whatever they did, that shit, that's on them. I would never do that, and I don't go to those posts and go, look at them taking accountability. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. That's not the cure at the end of the day. So, like I said, black men just really need to do better and stay out of these women's way and create softer lives for these women. Stop being the number one contributor to to their stresses and things of that nature. But y'all don't care about that. You're gonna put all the stress on them and tell them to figure it out at the end of the day and blame them. And you don't want to actually focus on any of the real problems. You just want to talk about women being overweight because that's not aesthetically pleasing to you. Just goes to show you, black men don't really have nothing to say to black women. Y'all ain't got shit. You have nothing for black women. You have nothing you can blame them for.